It is a fairy tale about talking pigs, horses, and sheep. Yet, it is one of the most heavily banned books of the 20th century. George Orwell's Animal Farm is a masterclass in political psychology. It is an allegory for the Russian Revolution, but its true genius lies in its universal breakdown of how revolutions fail. It shows us exactly how utopian ideals are slowly, invisibly, twisted into dictatorships, and how the oppressed inevitably become the oppressors. If you want to understand how a population can be enslaved while cheering for their own enslavement, you must study this farm. The story begins with a noble dream. Old Major, a wise boar, gathers the animals and points out a simple truth. Man is a parasite. Man consumes without producing. He tells the animals that if they overthrow the farmer, Mr. Jones, they can build a paradise where all animals are equal and the fruits of their labor will belong to them. The animals rebel, drive the humans out, and establish animalism. They write 7 commandments on the side of the barn, the most important being, all animals are equal. For a brief moment, it works. The harvest is plentiful, and the animals are proud. But the corruption begins almost immediately, and it begins with intelligence. The pigs, being the smartest animals, naturally assume the roles of organizers and leaders. Very quickly, the pigs secretly take the milk and apples for themselves. When the other animals notice, Squealer, the pig who acts as the minister of propaganda, uses fear to justify it. He claims the pigs need the extra nutrition for their brain work to keep the farm running, and asks, "Surely, comrades, you do not want Jones back?" This is the first law of tyranny: create a phantom enemy. By keeping the animals terrified of the past, the pigs excuse the corruption of the present. The tragedy of the book is personified by Boxer, the massive, loyal cart horse. Boxer represents the working class. He is incredibly strong but uneducated. Whenever something goes wrong, his solution is simply, "I will work harder," and "Napoleon is always right." Boxer builds the farm with his own blood and sweat, trusting the leaders implicitly. But when his lungs finally collapse and he can no longer work, the pigs do not give him a comfortable retirement. They sell him to the glue factory to buy whiskey for themselves. Boxer's fate is Orwell's brutal warning. Loyalty and hard work, without critical thinking, will only make you the perfect victim. The final phase of the dictatorship is the manipulation of truth. As the pigs move into the farmhouse, sleep in beds, and drink alcohol, the other animals remember that the 7 commandments forbade this. But when they check the barn wall, the rules have been subtly altered. No animal shall sleep in a bed becomes no animal shall sleep in a bed with sheets. No animal shall kill any other animal becomes no animal shall kill any other animal without cause. The ultimate betrayal happens at the end of the novel. The commandments are entirely erased, replaced by a single, terrifying paradox. All animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others. The pigs start walking on 2 legs, wearing clothes, and carrying whips. As the other animals look from pig to man, and from man to pig, they realize it is impossible to tell which is which. The revolution did not destroy the tyrant, it merely changed his face.